let me see. Yeah. So we are live on YouTube. Hello guys, hello YouTube. We are here with Osvaldo, Rosalia, and Bruna. And today we are talking about some sites or reflections about the book Mythical Man Month. I need to say I never read that book, but the ideas are very interesting for me. And I think we can have a good conversation. And yeah, let's start. Can you see the questions, guys, on the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 6 questions, but I will put the others. Okay. For start, yeah, just a second because I received the YouTube transmission. Sorry.
Don't worry, don't
So for
worry.
start, I will start with you, Osvaldo. Please introduce yourself, present yourself.
You're so curious about my experiences yet, Bel? Okay. Well, this topic, well, like I said, I've never heard about that. But when I saw the video, I thought, oh my goodness, I leave these things in every single task on my day. So, well, I'm a guy that usually like to organize my tasks, my appointments. It doesn't matter about it's related with my personal work here, day-to-day tasks. And yeah, of course, I'm a techie guy. I work as software developer for around 4 years, my last 4 years of my life, and I liked a lot that kind of topics that I usually to plan my personal projects using uh, this kind of thoughts. For example, I have a lot of examples, but actually I'm participating in job hiring, right? And right now I'm doing a tech project to solve. I have to solve a problem, and I've organized using this kind of topics. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. And Rosalia, go ahead. Your turn, please.
Okay, I'm Rosalia. I love to study new language. About the topic, I never had listened about this, but I think I have some insight about this book because I see all the time some people work more than others in group. Then I think it will be good to talking about. I'm married. I have 2 children. Nowadays, I have no work in the office anymore. I had a supermarket. Then nowadays, I'm working real estate. Then it's easier. I can have more time to enjoy with my family, to do the things that I want. And that's it. And you, Bruna?
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I have never listened about this topic too. And I want to know, Belle, do you want to change your career? Because you, in the last moment we together, you said that you do a course in Python. That today
Yeah.
you bring us topic the technology. So do you want
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm influenced by Osvaldo and some other persons. I start, of course, but it's not real at the moment. But yeah, I work in the military area, of course. But I think in the future, maybe I have some plans for the other years or the next year to, it's not change, but start to study and study about it. Yeah.
Make some
Great
side
idea.
projects.
I understand here in Talking Talk, it's a good platform because you have different people and it's motivators, no? And that's why I start my transition career too, because I graduate in physical therapy, and but I work in public service, in the administrative area. So I needed to return. I wanted to return because someone here motivated me, and special Amanda, because all the time I'm transition career. So why I didn't do this? Because it's important for me. I like it too much my area, so I wanted to return. That's why I stopped no, restart study the physical therapy. That's it about me today. Go
Great.
ahead, Bel.
Okay, great, Bruna. Yeah, totally agree with you. When I think it's involved the environment, yeah, when you change or when you share ideas or different ideas, or when you have some kind of example or reference, we can be more open, yeah, and think outside of the box. And for me, it's like that. Nowadays, I have some examples at home or here in Portugal about the tech area, and for me, it's like it's amazing area. Yeah, I like it. So, guys, about me, yeah, I'm well. I live in Salvador. Nowadays I work like a aircraft controller, but I think the main point is I work with a technical um, um, knowledge. I think. Sorry, it's my dog all the time when
It's
when I'm
Amber
in the
again.
conversation. Yeah, it's
Every
just
single
agitated.
morning.
Yeah, of course. So, but the main point at my work, I start figure out some personal this is not personal issues, but some skills, soft skills. It's so important at my area. Yeah, and I start to study human resource because of that. But maybe in the future, as I mentioned before, yeah, I will start my study in the tech area. I think it's important too. One time I said here in Talk and Talk, maybe in the future, for example, now the English it's a universal language, yeah. And I think all the guys need to study because we need have some communication. But I think in the future we need learning the language of computers, yeah. And I think it will be necessary to know know about the codes and programming. I think it will be the language of the future for
I
us.
agree.
Yeah, I think it's so far, but it's really interesting for me. So about the topic, guys, yeah, it's not my area, but I really like because I could apply that conception about the communication or to be patient about some project. It's so important, and I could apply it at my work or in my personal life. And I will start with that question because that sentence um, gives me more insights. Yeah, I will start with you, Bruna, because it's really interesting. So you said you never read that book, but what do you think about that sentence? 9 pregnant women can produce a baby in 1 month. What do you think about it? What do you understand about it? Because one woman can be have a baby in 9 months, but what do you think? It's not possible. 9 women have a baby in 1 month. What do you think? Can are open, totally open, please.
All right. So I understand. I realize that it's very interesting this phrase because it's the moment in the special the example because in the moment you look that it's impossible. You need to wait the process. No, it's impossible. No, I wanted to achieve my goals and without the process, it's impossible. You need to wait and develop step by step. That I understand like this. No, it's impossible. Everyone wants to help me, but okay, but I need to get passar, make it to overall
And
the
okay,
process, something
yeah,
like this.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's like okay, I want to talk in English in the future, for example, in 6 months, for example, and I will pay the English course, for example. But I really want to know to be able to talk in English in 3 months and a half part of the time, yeah. But if I pay two English courses, it's that don't will prove that will be possible talking in English, of course, in 3 months. Yeah, it's like that because I think some things spend time. It's like you mentioned. Yeah, we need to be patient. Of course, when you put efforts, when you push yourself, you can achieve some things, but the time is crucial in that moment. Yeah.
The time, good point, because you said about you divide in 50%, for example, the course, but if you put more effort, maybe it's possible, no? It's depend only you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, perfect. And you, Rosario, what do you say about it? How is your perspective about it?
Yeah, I agree. I agree totally with you all, because sometimes you have something to do and you need to be alone. You have more people to do the same thing, but it's impossible because you need to have your ways to do something, and it doesn't matter because the others doesn't understand what you need to do. Then don't matter the project, don't matter the where you wanna go. You need to be clear what you want to do. Then doesn't matter have so many people to do the same work or trying to cut the way to achieve the goal. You need to respect the process and by step to go there.
Perfect. Yeah, it's that. Respect the process. And you, Osvaldo, what do you say?
Oh, I need to control myself to don't talk too much. Well, I've received feedback that I've approved in a last part of this job hire. In the last part of this process is to solve a tech problem, right? And about that, I have some topics that I've never heard about that, so I need to search, and the time is the problem, to be honest. Because of my goals and values, Rosalia, I'm here at the moment because I've thought, oh, I won't participate on the English immersion tomorrow. I've thought yesterday. But I thought again of learn English is one of the most important part of my current personal and career goals, right? So yeah, for example, I send audios for my parents to talk to them that I want to see my cell phone until next Monday or Tuesday, right? Because I will keep my mind focused in this tech challenge, right? To try to solve that and maybe get a good opportunity for me. I'm talking about my career. It's an interesting company profile for me, and yeah, that's it in summary. So let's do it, believe in myself, and organize all the steps that I need to do to achieve this. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, congrats. I think you'll be totally able to resolve that problem and
I don't
yeah, to be
know, but I'm
approved.
trying that.
No, you need to be confident. Do you remember the last conversation
Yeah.
was about to be confident? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot when I have this kind of situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I believe in myself. It's hard, I know that. I will have a lot of challenges and setbacks, but let's do it.
Okay. So, and that project you need to resolve alone. It's by yourself, just with
It's
some sites.
exactly exactly. It's the well this topic. It's so great to for me today because it's impossible to split this problem with other people, right? I need to solve that because the time specifically, right?
Yeah,
If I have
okay.
more time to do that, no problem.
Yeah, maybe that thought can help you because sometimes you think, oh, I'm alone to resolve that. But there's other Osvaldo perspective or in the past, like, yeah, because you are the guys that you have a lot of knowledge about in the past, yeah. You can
Yeah,
use all the knowledge.
that's
So,
it.
so yeah, and I request that for you. I ask that for you because the other question is about what do you think sometimes when you have some project or when you need to work like a team with a lot of persons, yeah, with other persons. What do you think when you need to add other person that can be help you or maybe there's a enough quantity numbers of people to do something. For example, at my
Uh,
work, just for finish the ask. Yeah. So for example, at my work we have a team to resolve some problems. Yeah. But when you have a unusual situation, emergency situation, of course, or when you have a technical problem, there are some other persons or authorities coming for that room, but in that moment it's hard to management the team because there are a lot of communication and coming other persons and give a suggestion all the time, and that can be it's not necessary it's good for all because we need to be focused and just resolve the problem. And sometimes there are some other persons from other sectors and give suggestion. It's like, but you know what's happened here at the moment. You need to be you need to be sure. You need to have sure about that suggestion. Yeah. So it's that's kind of things. And I think Rosalia, we can start. Please, Rosalia, let me answer Rosalia before because I think she has someone to add in that point, that
for
topic.
sure.
No, I don't have, but I was agreeing with you because sometimes you have something to do, then you have a problem, then you are trying to solve, then comes someone to give other opinion, then don't know what happened, then you trying to put your finger in your problem, then don't know if you don't know what you can happen, help, please don't talk nothing, please shut up.
Yeah,
It's something like this.
it's that it's like you really know about what's happened here. We really know about the problems or the point, and
Yeah.
sometimes the other person just, oh, it's a simple. There is a simple way to resolve that. You just need to do
It-
that.
okay, if your opinion you help me, it's okay. I can accept it, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's that. It's like no, but it's that opinion. The other person's like, yeah, coming from other sector, and okay, it's a simple way to resolve that. But hey, you really don't know about what's the problem. Yeah, and it's hard when you have a lot of guys here in that kind of situation. And I think we have enough numbers of people working the project. Yeah, and that person need to know about all the steps. Yeah, I think it's important. But yeah, what do you say? It's happened all the time with me at my work, and I think we need to restrict it. Yeah, or put boundaries in that kind of situation. What do you think about that?
And you need to follow your hierarchy, right? It's hard to discuss some points with some people. I feel a lot of things in my entire life. But actually, I used to see, and I agree with this behavior. It's important for us choose some person that really know about this situation. For example, I think you mean some like war room, right? In your job. In my role, actually, in another companies that I've worked, I've spent a lot of time in this kind of war rooms, right? And like you said, Belle, it's terrible because the topic is changing over the minutes, over the hours, right? And we lost the focus and don't solve the problem. So I prefer another approach. Firstly, we need to have clear ideas which people can solve specific problems for me, right? In my current company, it works that way, right? And in my side project, I've decided to follow the same idea, and I had a lot of situation that add person in a current project, it was so bad and hindered the project deliveries and something like that, right?
Yeah, of course. And you, Bruno, what do you say about it?
Oh my God. Oswald said Hindu. Yesterday I studied this word. Oh my God. Now, what is
Hinder, I'm sorry. I
hinder?
think
It's
atrapalhar.
hinder. Atrapalhar.
Yeah.
So about this question, I understand that I listened in the past that about the by the businessmen, the group it's necessary. If you have a group, it's impossible to divide only one pizza, so you have a problem. You need to limit this. It's interesting this, no? Because if you have a lot of people, you have a lot of problem, probably, and you don't solve the problem, and you have more problem. So like you said, Belle, sometimes the people, you don't ask the solution for someone. People come and interfere in your project. This is a big problem, no? Like you said, do you look at this? Okay, but I don't ask for you on solution. Sorry, sometimes you need to the same way you need to know, say you need to know about to say no for something. You need to risk this person in the project, you know, something like this. I understand that when you add more people, you need to shows better who you will add in your project, of course. Because if you know, I put more people because I need this project faster. It's impossible because you have more problem, in special about the communication, no? It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
I'd like to
perfect.
add a note, Bruna. Depends of the context of the project. If, like the videos said, if the project is beginning, maybe this kind of behavior could be helpful, right? So depends. If your project is in a medium or medium stage, I would say that's a problem, right? To add new members within that.
Yeah, I think that point is about the complexity of the project. Yeah, like the video mentioned.
As well.
So I think depends of the maturity of the team players and of course the complexity. Because if you have a mechanical or automatical task, for example, we can put all the guys and you just need to do that. But when it's more complex, you will be necessary, respect the process, and the communication is crucial, like Bruna mentioned. And when I was listen the the answers of all I was remember when I was a kid and when my family are together for example, a lunchtime in the Sunday, for example. And I remember my grandmother or my mother restricted the kitchen, yeah, for some 3 or 4 persons, for example, because the kitchen it's like all the guys need to help us in the kitchen, but it's a restricted space. And when we have a lot of information, it's hard to management all the tasks, yeah. So and can be hard because someone can be hurt, yeah, because there's a knife and fogão, yeah, something like that. And so and I remember it's sometimes it's necessary to restrict the area or the project, like in the past, in that example, the project is have a lunch with all family, but it's really necessary restrict the area because I remember some, yeah, family members are in the kitchen and pick some snacks and okay, and that's can be jeopardize or hinder, yeah, the project, all the project. And I remember that can be an example too. So let me know the question number 3. Let me see. I think we talked a little about that, yeah. In your view, how can excessive complex hide the process in project or task? Yeah, we talked a little about that. Yeah. But I think, yeah, let's jump for the other question because I think Bruna brought some points, interesting point about the communication. Yeah. And I will start with you, Bruna. Why do you believe communication is crucial in both projects and relationship? And what strategy would you see to improve communication in your daily life? What do you think?
About how what strategies would you use to improve my communication? That I made many courses with the no-violent communication, that it helped me a lot, and especially in my relationship here in my house, because I understand it's crucial. And I understand the communication in all areas is important, no? Because if it's impossible to communicate, or you, like I said, it's not what you say, but how you say something. No, it's more important. And for example, in my relationship, also let me see if I think about this. No, it's about the expectations. So that's it. I understand it's very important. You need to think who we need to communicate something, because you need to change the communication. No, if you want to say with your boss, talk to boss, you need to have an exactly position, exactly posture. Something. If you talk with someone that's a simple communication, simple person, you need to change this. Do you have this feeling? Do you need to have this feeling for the communication flow better? No, it's very, very important. I understand. That's it. The strategy, you improve it all the time to enhance all the time your communication.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Runa. Yeah, I had some classes about the non-violence communication. It's amazing because sometimes we need to say something or give, for example, some feedback for someone, and the person receive like a critical thing, things, personal critical. Yeah, yeah. But it's not about the person. It's about the task or it's about the attitude, a punctual attitude, for example. And it's, I think, I start to realize we have a lot of ways to say the same things, and we need to choose the best way to say something for someone. Yeah, and we don't pay attention. We have some problems or conflicts at work or in your personal life, and when you pay attention, you can avoid that. Yeah, but it's hard. we need to use other soft skills, I think, for that communication.
And we need to think that communication is not about the doctor. It's about the person that receive the information, no? It's together. It's very
a
important
balance.
because
Yeah.
both, because for example, if you don't listen better, you are better actively listen, you have a problem too, no?
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So, what do you think, Rosalia? Did you have any problem about communication? For example, you say something and the other
Yeah.
person's understood in the other way, like the bad way.
I think everybody have this problem because sometimes you want to say something and the other understand the other way. It's like life is easier. We are on the ones that you make it complicated. All the time you are trying to find problems where it doesn't. But I was thinking about the bad communication. Here in my city, you are under construction. I think all the city in this time, in the election time, are the same way. Especially my street, we're doing the swing stage. I don't know if I'm right. Sistema de esgoto. We're doing all this, but sometimes there are so many people working there. It's about 15 days we're doing the same thing. Then come other people see the work, then they say, oh, we need to redo it because it doesn't work already. Oh my gosh, it's was a bad communication because they are working for a week, for example. Then other need to redo the same work. It's because there is no someone to explain the real way to do that. Then I think you are listen, you are losing some work and money. I don't know, the time, everything. In my house, I trying to be better communication, the best communication with my husband and my children, because you need to explain uh, the little way, the little things that they need to do, because after they say, oh, I don't know, because you doesn't say it, but it's not because you doesn't say, you doesn't explain a little. Then maybe you need to be better communication, to have better communication.
It's a good
It's
point
all
for
in
me.
the life. Yeah.
For me, sometimes it's hard because I need to explain, and in my
Again.
mind, it's so obvious, so simple to understand, but it's necessary to say, yeah. But sometimes in my mind, it's okay, I don't need to explain that because it's crucial, it's essential, it's more paramount, yeah. But I realized in the therapy section, it's necessary to say the simple things because some things are so clear in your mind, but in the other mind, it's not was not building, and you need to explain, like the obvious need to be said, yeah, I think. So I have that kind of problem. It's not because all the guys talk all the time, no, it's because sometimes we just uh, don't say what really we need to do, say, or what we want, what I want, yeah. It's that. And Osvaldo, what do you say about it?
Well, I'm gonna summarize my answer. So I continue to talk about this specific situation that I'm living actually. For example, I've explained to my at home about this challenge, and I'm not gonna have my weekend, my next weekend, because I'll put all my battery energy in this challenge. So I I won't have uh, my weekend just to try to put my mind in this challenge, because Like I said, the time is the problem in this situation. I need to solve until next Monday. Not Monday. Yeah, Monday, next Monday. So it's I have a short deadline to deliver that. That's it. Like I said, I talked with all my stakeholders about this situation, and I stay off my cell phone, some social media, something like that, until I finish that.
Perfect. Yeah, I think when you send message for your families or parents, your family in general, you try avoid some communication or miscommunication, communication problems, for example, and that's important. It's like, okay, I'm free to work that, and of course, I think you brief all, you give
I did that this morning,
argue.
some minutes before
Start
this
the conversation.
immersion.
It's like, okay, give me a loan because I'm a tech guy and I have a project, important project. Yeah, it's important, of course. Sometimes I do that with my mother. It's like, oh, my mother, I have a test in 2 months and I need to study. I will be at my room and please uh, just talk with me with really necessary. And of course, in the other time, when I have time, I give attention, but sometimes it's important. But
Does she has respect?
yeah, the most part of the time, yes.
Yeah, great.
It's another problem at all, Bruna.
Yeah, because I live with my family, but my mother live close to me. It's 10 kilometers, for example. But sometimes I need to say for her, no, I need to focus in this project, for example. I need to study, and this weekend it's impossible go at your home, for example, your home. But all the time, no, come on, you need, I want to see you, but it's okay. I need to focus, I need to study, something like, so it's terrible. I can imagine for you because it's the same
live alone.
home, the same
Yeah.
house, it's difficult, no?
Yeah, but I think she respected and understood me because when I'm not okay with my tasks or my deadlines or something like that, my attributions, I think, my charts, yeah, I'm not okay. My mind is so busy, and I'm not to be able to enjoy with my family, yeah. And because of that, she prefer, okay, I respected, resolve that, and put your efforts in that. And when you are free, we can enjoy together because she know I'm not I'm a patience person, but when I have some deadlines or when I need to do something, I put focus in that kind of project. Yeah. So I will choose the last one question because I think it can help Oswald in your project, important project. And the question, it's number 7. I think it's important. And Oswald, I will start with you, and after that we can listen your girls here. Okay, the girls. Yeah, the question is: do you agree that breaking big goals in small parts can be helpful? Yeah, affect the approach. And how has it worked for you and achieve your goals? I think you can use that question like for your project because at the first moment you can see, okay, I have a big problem to resolve. But what do you think to split or put step by step to resolve that? Like put a plan or small task. What do you think can be helpful?
Okay. Primarily, I try to have a clear idea what I'm going to build. It doesn't matter if it's related to my personal or job task. After that, I organized in some steps. Primarily, I try to select what things I'm going to intend to use to solve this problem, and after that I implemented that, right. I try to split in in three small parts every single problem that I have to do, to be honest. And this kind of situation, I did my challenge project, right? So I organized in a Kanban way. I don't know if you know about this agile technique, and it's like some like lousa. I don't know how can I say lousa in English, and some like post-it and organize and step by step. For example, backlog, screening, implementing, and done. For example, and I like to do every single task in my life this way. I remember when I used to move on to another place, I use this kind of technique as well, right? So I try to be as organized as possible, getting as organized as possible.
Perfect. Okay. And you, Rosalia, what do you think? It's important to split to a big goals in small parts? Well, when you have
Yeah.
some project, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's so important because you have a way goals to achieve, but you need to follow some paths to go there. Then if you put in your mind that you need every single day to do the same thing to go there, but you need to put in mind that there is some point that it's could be wrong. Then you need to be in mind that you need to have other ways to achieve. Then when you break it in simple goals and follow step by step, I think it's could be easier than you go only thinking about to go there. But you need to have some other steps to follow too.
Perfect. And you, Bruna, what do you think about it? It's important. Do you use that kind of strategy?
I totally agree with these questions because I understand when you split it big goals, it keep me more motivated to achieve my goals, no? Because it's possible to achieve small goals and it's motivated everyone. No, I understand something like this. So I understand it's very important. I try to use the Trello. I did the course with design think. It's similar that Osvaldo said about you put your board in the board you put the post-it and you movement this. So it's nice, but it's difficult for me to respect this app. But it's okay. I try all the time.
Yeah, it's like the video mentioned in the theory, everything happen, but when you put in practice, it's totally different because it's a real life. But it's important to have that kind of theory, yeah, the planning, of course. So, guys are are here with us. We are answer the question number 7 and talk a little about how important it's to split the big goals in small parts or small steps. Yeah, and I think all have the same point. Perspective, it's important. Look the purpose, yeah, in the future, and think about what it's necessary to do to achieve that. But let me know about the conversation. Pedro, what do you think about that idea? You can apply in your personal life or in professional life. What do you think? How was the conversation?
It was very good because like we could share some points of views different and some points of views equals. And the like Jean is it's like a same professional my role that I do too. And Rogério had the different points of view because he is a content, and it is interesting like to try to that like to the difference between like apply some things in your professional way and your personal way, because like in your personal way you're own boss and you have to take these decisions, and sometimes it's hard like to try to prioritize some things, but it was a great conversations. I enjoyed too much.
Okay, thank you, Pedro. Good to see you here. And you, Rogério, what do you say? Pedro mentioned some things about your opinion. What do you say about that conception, or if you can apply all the points in your personal life, your professional life? What do you think?
Yes, talking about my professional life, as I said, I work as accounting. I have some deadlines that we need to follow. We have a time to send information for government, for directors. So it's important to follow this deadline. Private life, I think you have the similar idea. Is that we are one of our life, so we need to decide, make a decision.
But when you say about some deadlines and you need to comply that, you need to follow that kind of deadline. Do you think it's important to put more persons in the project to achieve that, or maybe that can be higher the project?
I think it's important to not put the many people, just to put the prioritize the uh, people that has a quality experience in some tasks. I mean, this information is very important just to analyze can do. Assistant can't do this because it's very critical to conclude, I think.
Perfect. Thank you, Rogério. And just to finish, guys, how was the conversation, Jean? You have that kind of conversation before about that topic because you have the book, yeah? Did you read the book before? How was the conversation? What do you think you can apply some conceptions in your personal life?
It was really great. So we agree many topics or many ways of thinking. So in my case, I already read this book and I suffer of some points or some topics that they bring in the book in my real life because I'm a product designer, almost 12 years of experience, almost 13 years, and I suffer a lot of this point. Is they are bringing bringing more people to the process. Come on, this is not really the answer. This is just increase the complexity and everybody go crazy. And hire more people, micromanagement and all this kind of stuff, So yeah, I as I mentioned to the guys before, I've worked on a company called DASA, like 30,000 employees, in a different startup, like 30 employees. It's like 1% of the size of the other company like this. And I almost can guarantee you this 30 employees can apply almost the same capacity and the same velocity of this 30,000 employees company. Because if you need to we call big techs or big corps, if you need to adjust the course like 1 degree, it's like 30 months because you need to align, set the baseline again every week, and again, we are lost in the communication. So yeah, so I hope this doesn't help me in the future anymore. But yeah, I just survive and try to spread the word. Don't bring more people to the process. Just believe the process and stay clean and analyze and just set clear goals, So we need to move the point A to the point B. So everybody understand that? All right, so just move on. So next week we are here together and analyze again. So I think this is the way more easy to move on.
Yeah, you brought me coming in my mind someone, the time it's finished but when you talk about the communication, there are more persons in the team, come in my mind how important it's when you put more persons in the same project, how important it's the leadership in that kind of situation. Yeah, it's so important. Management, all the guys and other points with soft skills or human resource, it's important to continue the project and give the clear purpose of the tasks, for example. So guys, the time is over. I love the conversation. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you, Osvaldo, you can use some insights or reflections about the topic and the other information of the guys. Yeah. So thank you for the conversation, guys. And I hope I put in the chat the link for feedback. Please send me some information or message. And thank you, Bruna, Rosália, Osvaldo, Jean, Rogério, and Pedro. And I hope to see you
Mhm.